Yeah, this is Don, Redbarnmodelworks. Just want to pop on here and touch base on the wagon. We got her in primer. So that's gonna sit dry out. So now that's two of them, two Pintos in primer. So now what I'm doing, excuse me, is I'm fixing to make my third, which would be my number 2 wagon the number 2 wagon that I have. So I just cut the front end off of this wagon. That's kind of hard to see here, but it's this model here. It's a new version by MPC. This particular one you can still get now because they re-released it. So what I did is I took the body out of it, cut it. Basically just cut the front end, followed the door line behind the fender, left the actual roof areas of the windshield or window area. And so then I'm going to be cutting this one, doing the same way. So I'm going to follow the front door line, leave the pillars, and just have it to where the front end comes off like this. So in that case, what will happen is I'll be able to take this front end off of the early Pinto. Remember, this is the 77, 78 front end. And I'll be able to mate it up with an early 70s front end. So basically what it does in the real Pinto world is you'll see a lot more of this type of Pinto running around on the streets, because the engine compartment area is bigger, so you can put like the V8s in real life in there without a problem. You can shoehorn them in to the smaller version Pintos, but the engine compartment is a lot smaller in real life, as well as even building a model, they're small. So with what this one's going to, this particular wagon's going to be, it's going to be one of my my other wagons. It's a 72 Squire Pinto. We call it Kermit. I got it from a buddy that moved to Kentucky, who is a mural artist that goes around like putting the murals up on the buildings and everything else. He had left Portland. I had gotten the Pinto from him in Portland right before he moved, and then life changed, and wife and I sold the house in Oregon and moved out here to Missouri, and I brought the car with me. So I just like building miniatures of my cars, whether I have them currently or had them in the past. That's what I do. Eventually the miniatures will go to the shows in cases, like Minnie Penny did before she had her infamous crash, but she didn't blow up because Pintos, that was a bunch of malarkey. I'm not going to go into that, but that was just a bunch of malarkey. Yeah, some stuff happened, but cars back in those days still do. And even modern day cars still have gas tanks a lot of times in the back. So anyways, so that's what I'm going to do. Take the front end off of this guy and made it up to here. So hopefully I should have that done tomorrow. Unfortunately, I don't like doing videos of it because it makes me nervous when I do. So I don't know. I might change my mind on that, just show how I cut it. So stand by. Okay, everyone, here we go. I made a decision. I'm going to cut her up. So basically what I'm doing is following the cut lines. So I'm going to bring it right here first. Okay, so this is where the front ends off of here, and see where the new one can go on here. The other fender off, of course. So okay, so now I can line, if I wanted to, like say, build a little runabout, I can line all this back up, a little bit of filler, and I can create a car again. So now with this front end, I will graft it onto here. And you see, without too much, I mean, you got a little bit of body, you got a bit of body work to do to get it all back together. But in essence, this is what you're building. That is how I created my 73 wagon. This will be the 72. So hope this, I mean, I still got some, sanding to do, some other stuff to do to this, but that's kind of it in a nutshell, how I built my wagon that is actually not on the market as far as a early model wagon. They've got all the 77, 78 cruiser wagons. You can make them as regular wagon or add the cruiser panels. Or they have the 77, 78 cars that are like this guy. But they do not have an early model. So hope this helps. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll answer them. Again, if you have any, if anybody wants a shop card, just drop your address in the link below. Just leave me, like say, the address there, and then if you got a shop card, we can swap. Just leave me your address there, saying you want to swap shop cards. I will put my address as a response to you, and just thank you everybody for watching my channel. Have a great one. Don out.